Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This is going to be the news. Today it's Tuesday, 7/29, July 29th, and what do we got going on today? So some new stuff. We'll do the loot review at the end from now on, so we'll do that at the end. I want to start with the Tomorrow, new showdown starting, and let's go here. You can see it early, right here. So this will be tomorrow. You can actually, and this is a nice tip if you want to have a good defense in to start, you can edit your defense ahead of time and have your defense ready to go. So you can do that. It's a good habit to get into. You can see tomorrow we're going to have Striker gem buff, Showboat gem buff, PG era gem buff. So like, yeah, Drew and Cena should hit really hard. Offense, John Cena, damage for all moves, and defensive, and Anawai, Maivia Legacy, health, and Roman Reigns, gem defense. So those look like the boosts for tomorrow. Good news again, it's bracketed, and you can get up to 55 of the pulls, which is pretty solid loot for shards, I think. And then you have some shot at some prize well coin, plus it feeds the faction event that's going on. So that's really good. So yeah, that showdown is tomorrow. It's male, and you can see on the left of my screen here the point, the CSS for it, right? So I know there's at least one person that usually watches a lot of videos that's colorblind, so I'll read out a few of them. Basically, damage with any Drew McIntyre, any Showboat, any Gunther, any Sami Zayn, any Dominic Mysterio, any Roman Reigns. Those all have bonus damage. Well, not all of them, but Drew McIntyre has a bonus damage. Then we have Solo Sikoa bonus damage. Gunther, Sami Zayn, any Dominic. That was any Solo, any Drew, all of those, and any Roman. The special one is 6 million points, which is a lot for John Cena, Hustle, Loyalty, Respect, Special Edition. That's the big one. And then win a showdown match with Coco Beware is worth 30,000 points each match, and limit 100. I don't know if they thought that one through. There's no way you're going to have 100 energy unless you buy a crap ton. So that seems like they should have increased the point quantity and decreased the amount of wins with Coco. So that's a pretty big miss for people that have Coco, but something to be aware of. You're going to want him in your second slot the entire showdown. To get as many points as you can for that. So yeah, and there's also, of course, your normal points from showdown coins and the showdown milestones. So yeah, that's the one tomorrow. The one going on today, for those of you, if you care, keep track. Currently, I'm in fourth. Ton of energy left. Haven't bought any energy, but ton here. Haven't done my tours with energy in it, so I got a bunch left. It's looking pretty okay so far. Yeah, so we're right here. Definitely going to be going for first on this one. I want the 55 pulls and the 3 million points. Help the faction event out for 1% for that. So that's just kind of a small update there. Round 2 of the Stip tours, it's Blast again. The only thing that's different is who you're going against and the promoter that you use, right? So top 500, move on to the next round. So that's today. I used Batista again for mine. I did level up my promoter and the enforcer for this one. So that's make sure and get that done today. You got plenty of time left on that. Let's see what else. So I did want to say, because I almost missed this right here. Make sure it's easy to forget this because there's so much going on. There is a daily quest that pops up a lot of times in here. You can see there's 5 hours and 16 minutes, so you should have like 4 hours to win a showdown match with a legend or a superstar. I just put Mae Young in the second slot for my ladies and got that win there. So you can get some bonus, you know, some extra milestone points there. So just be aware of that. And then let's go back into here. Nope, wrong one. I was right tab, first part. New today, you got 2 days and 22 hours, so like 3 days for the Lex tours. That's up. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing my Showdown Energy tours fairly soon. Just a couple new steel cage matches. These can be a pain in the butt. It depends really if it's worth it to you for the top thing. You know, McCool's not too bad of a restriction to use, but um, you don't get entourage straps or medals, but you do get boosts to a lot of stuff. So you got the steel cage. There's a new one today. The new one should be the bonus Steel City. I didn't go over this yesterday. Looks like very similar boosts and everything. And this one you need the new live. So if you want the tier 6 medals, if not, you can just kind of use your best and get the El Grande shards, right? I don't really stress it too much. If it's super hard, I don't worry about the tier 6 medals, even though they're nice. I'll just get them when I get them. But I'm more at that point in the game where I'm not going to necessarily stress a ton about stuff. So there's that. You can see I'm behind on all my tours because there's so much going on. There's 2 days worth here, but again, they don't expire till the end of the contest, but try not to let them stack up because we only have 2 days left on those. Same thing with the Unleash the Heat, so you want to get those done before Friday to get your faction points. But yeah, I think that's mostly it for the events. It's just new second round of this, and tomorrow the big showdown. So you can kind of get yourself ready early, you know, with your best of Sami Zayn, Dom, all that kind of stuff. Pretty straightforward. You're going to use the best you got, right? So not too hard to figure that out. And let's see, what else? Was there anything else that I thought was important? Yesterday there was more, for sure, more going on. And we had the whole snafu with the talent up. So there's that. So yeah, let's take a look at the offer review, I guess. See what we got in here. Of course, these are they're triple packs. These are great value. I mean, honestly, is you get 3 times the loot coins for the normal price, right? So you're getting a mega pull of the Unleash the Heat, the Coco, and then the Beware of SummerSlam. Either the $20 pack or the $100 pack. 3 times the normal, so 33% off. No, 66% off, right? I guess that would be normally, yeah, this would be $300. And it's 100. So, and this would be 60 and it's 20. So these are great value if you want to do pulls and that kind of thing. This is probably the best time to do it, and at least one of them feeds the event that's going on. So that's pretty cool. And the other one has we talked about yesterday, has really good shards. We'll talk about the elite loot today. Really good shards and potential for prize wheel currency. Plus, it helps the faction event going on. Speaking of that, I do like these. Just that they're sitting here. If you end up like 40 medallions short, like, or let's say you can see I'm at 368 right now. Let's say I end up like 40 away from a plate or 20 or 30 away from a plate. I could maybe just buy this instead of trying to get them randomly, right? So these are fine. I don't mind them at all, but only use them. They're like kind of break in case of emergency sort of thing. So just wait till the end of the event before doing that, because they don't expire for 2 days, 22 hours. Same thing with these, right? If you absolutely need prize well currency, you can snag them here. They come with pulls but wait till the end of the event to see if you're going to need them. So yeah, that's kind of my take on all those. They're not bad, but they're not great unless you need them, right? Showdown Energy, it's all normal. We talked about that yesterday. We talked about Boss Man. That stuff was all yesterday. The Elite Loots, you don't get anything extra here, so I don't love those. Those aren't Elite Loots. Yeah, they are. That's the regular one. Yeah, they look so close to the same. The Elite have like the ring around it, the gold ring, and this is like bronze. Be very careful when you're buying loot coins that you get the right ones. It's super easy to miss. So I think that's about it. Make sure and do your free daily bag claim. Don't miss that. And now let's check the offers that are in. So the new one today is the Unleash the Heat Elite Loot. These ones are generally pretty good. Featured has Snoop, NOD Rock, and then you know, you're gonna have your monthly superstars, some of them. So we have El Grande, we have Bex, in this particular one. So if you're gonna end up being short of El Grande, this is maybe a good way to pick up some extra shards if you get lucky the poster. Same thing with Bex. And then in the commons, if you're getting closer to Snoop, which you probably aren't, or Rock, you know, honestly, most of these are like the 10 to 30 shard range. It's mostly what you're gonna get, right? And the percentage is much higher for rare, so you're most likely to get Bex at 46%. Are going to be some kind of Bex, and then next most likely is some kind of El Grande, and then finally the featured. But the featured, if you hit it, is all posters, all complete, but there's a 1% chance, so you'd have to buy 4 megas theoretically to hit it. And then of course mega rare, a mega pull only guarantees you like a mega rare, which is of course El Grande, which you already had a 38% chance of getting. So the odds don't necessarily really matter too much on this one. This loot's okay. It doesn't feed anything. It's really, typically, it's more if you're missing the other two and you might miss the S tier. And El Grande is very good, so I could see why people would want him. So this loot isn't particularly great. And we did cover this one yesterday, but because of the triple pack, I just kind of glanced at it again. The odds of hitting the full poster, full card, really, really slim. You're most likely going to get shards is what you're going to get of them. So just keep that in mind. But at the 3-for-1, it's not bad. And then, what was the other loot? Was it this one? The Beware of SummerSlam? It was Birdman, and it was Unleash Unleash this one. And I think it was this one with the McCool one. Yeah, and this one does feed the contest going on. Let me just look at that again to make sure, give you guys the right info. Yeah, yep, it's the elite, and the one that feeds the contest. So this one does feed the contest. So if you're wondering, it feeds this one here at the tune of 70,000 per loot coin. So that would be worth 2.8 million points in this contest. It's a lot of smaller milestones you'll get, like from the gold chest. So like just if you're considering it, but once you start stretching out to the area I'm in now, you don't get as many milestones, right? There's a lot of space between them, but these are also the milestones where you start to get a lot of prize wall bags. 10 in that one, 15 in this one, 22 in that one, right? It's very backloaded with bags in this. 50, you can see it just goes up crazy, and the final one's 85. So but yeah, that $100 pack will give you progress in this one. The other two, it doesn't give you any contest progress. So just the pulls. So that's it for I think for the daily news today. I didn't read any comments today because I wasn't thinking ahead of time. But basically, I got a lot of people happy the news was kind of back. I'll try to do it most days. I don't know if I'll do it every day, but it's let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, what do you really want to see from this? Like, do you want me to add something to it? Yeah, because I'm happy to add stuff or talk about certain things. Is this kind of working for you guys? Are you liking the vibe? Also, I asked today, we're still on track for hype this week. So hype should be coming this week still. That, of course, is always subject to change, but it looks like it's going to happen this week. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I really appreciate your support. Remember to like, subscribe, and share because that really helps me out. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Good luck out there. Yeah, back in business with the news. Kind of like it. Feels good, man. Feels good.